Welcome, folks. This is Duck, and we are going through Makai Toushi SaGa. Probably said that incorrectly, but it's about as close as I can get. For those of you that maybe aren't familiar with that title, you might recognize it as Final Fantasy Legend, which really isn't a Final Fantasy game. It was made initially as the first of the SaGa series that Squaresoft, now Square Enix, was another big franchise that they had. But they made this for the Game Boy originally, and when they went to port it to the West, they said, well, you know, Final Fantasy's popular, so let's just call it a Final Fantasy game and be done with it. So they did. And that's what we have here. Although, not really, because different name, same game. It works all together. Now, obviously, this is not the original Game Boy version. There are a lot of things different here that you're looking at, particularly the title screen, because this is the, I guess you could say, original game. So, excuse me. So we'll be going through this, but we'll be doing it in a very interesting way. So the reason I'm playing this particular version, which is the Wonder Swan color version, is to assist me in doing this particular run, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through this as a 4-monster party, and there's only one rule, and that is I have to eat all of the meat that I find, regardless of what it will do, regardless of how it affects everything that I'm doing. I have to eat the meat. I don't have a choice. That's the stipulation here. So, with that in place, let's take a look at what we have here. So we have a scissor bug, we've got a Red Bull, probably doesn't give me wings, a rat man, and a zombie. Let's see, the couple times that I have attempted this, I started with the rat man. I think... Yeah. I'm gonna start with the Red Bull. We're gonna go a little bit different this time. I'm gonna call you Quack. And away we go. We've already got all the preamble we need for this story. So away we go. So like I said, we are going to be doing a 4-monster party. So I'm going to go ahead and recruit 3 more. I'm going to recruit an albatross. I don't know what sound an albatross makes, but I'm going to call you Caw anyway. I'm going to go with a newt. Oh, he turned me into a newt. Well, I turned you into a newt too. And then last, let's see. I have no defense. And you're the highest attacker I have right now, so I'm gonna call you Donk. So here's our party. It's not our permanent party, or at least it might not be. We shall see what happens, because there are a lot of mechanics here that are pretty idiosyncratic to older RPGs. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that as we go. But first, let's get out into the map, and let's talk about what this run is and what I am doing. So as I said, I am doing a 4-monster run where I basically have to eat every piece of meat that I find. I like to refer to this as the meat percent run. So, my monsters here, my party, is not going to level up in a traditional sense. So we'll get through this fight here real quick. And you'll see he drops some meat. I don't get experience. This is how I level up, is through eating meat. But the thing is it's not always a net positive. sometimes it's not really great at all. For example, I could evolve into an albatross. You can see an albatross is not an improvement from where I am right now. So it's not always a net positive. In fact, most of the time, Goblin really does not give me anything good. Because I can take my albatross and make him a skeleton, which is a step down in my opinion. I can make my Newt an albatross, which attack-wise and speed-wise is good, but more like a glass cannon than anything. But it's probably the best step I could make right now, so that's what we're gonna do. And take one step and get attacked again. Alright. So what I really need to kind of start this and really start moving in the right direction is I need to find some zombies. Because the way this works is that there are quite a few different classes of monster, and all of them are different tiers. The thing is, here at the beginning... You know what, you're gonna be a Newt now. Here at the beginning, goblins and albatrosses and skeletons, those are all bottom tier monsters, like the ones that I could recruit. If you were looking when I made my first character, zombie was on that list of higher tier characters, so I need to find some zombie meat if I want to move any of these guys up the ladder, which is really what I am looking to do, because right now these guys aren't going to cut it for long. So I really need to find a zombie. And get some meat from that. Let's talk about some of the other things that are going to be going on here. Nice thing with inns, in some regards, is it's pay per hit point. So if you haven't lost any hit points and you just burn through a lot of your attacks, you get to stay for free. Now you're probably wondering about that. You see that number that's next to my attack? Well, I can only use that attack so many times. And most of these are some kind of physical attack, and this is one of the limiting factors with a monster-only run, is that whatever inherent abilities they have, that's all you get. You can't equip weapons, you can't gain any, like, magic or anything like that. So, what you see is what you get. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Oh, boy. Real quality choices there. But... I lost my... Oh, right. So, all the attacks I have are there. Now, weapons have, like, durability. You can only use them a certain number of times. But it's easy enough to go and, you know, buy new ones. Or maybe they'll hold out and they get used a lot more than some of my attacks here. Because, like, Quack, for instance, only had 10 attacks before I have to go and rest in an inn again. So that's another limiting factor here. This makes this run particularly interesting. Because, like, if I'm away from a place to rest, do I take the chance of evolving and potentially shifting off of one line of evolution, going on to another? Is that going to be a net benefit, just to get the ability to actually contribute in a fight? So those are decisions I'll probably be making later on. I won't really need to run into too much of that right now. Right now, I need this guy to drop some meat. That would be fantastic. And of course, we're not going to get it. So in comes in comes the painful part of this run, is that this goes beyond grinding a little bit, like in a lot of traditional RPGs. Sorry, we get some story here. Yes, this is the beauty of this village. And apparently I skipped over the fact that she rejected the king's proposal. And like any typical RPG, there are bandit problems. So we need to go fix that. But in kind of short here, I need a zombie to drop some meat. That's really what I need to have happen here. The other big thing is you can see that each of... Oh, ow. Each of the characters has a heart multiplier next to them. Well, they can only die a certain amount of times. Now, you can buy, like, extra lives, essentially, but they can only die so many times, and extra lives are expensive. And I can do that in the field for 15k, or give him an extra life for 10k. That's really, really expensive. But I'm gonna have some potions in my back pocket, because I'm gonna need them. Because like I said, I need to get some zombie meat, and as you've seen, they seem to be pretty stingy in wanting to give up their meat. So this puts me in a kind of a predicament here, where I really, really, really need that step up before I can really do anything else. Because if I go into that cave and I try to take on the boss, I'm probably going to get romped. I'd rather not have that happen. Oh, I remember what I was going back to. So I was talking about how this is like grindier than the grind, simply because you're seeing how few times I'm actually getting, number one, the encounter I'm looking for, but then also, number two, how often they actually drop something, which is really what I need to have happen. Alright, we're just all gonna slam him, and hopefully he goes down quick. Alright, good. Now, luckily, this is not like a lot of old school RPGs where if you target something and it dies, you just swing and miss. Luckily, we don't do that here. Skeleton meat. Oh, this can only go well. Nope. No. Ugh. I really don't want you. That's who I really want to get rid of here. I really don't want to do that, but... No, you're gonna do that. Now I have really nobody that can tank hits, which is not a great thing. I really need a zombie to drop some meat. It's really what I need to have happen right now. I don't think an albatross is gonna help. And this is where that whole tiering system comes in, because all of these enemies I'm running into so far, skeletons, goblins, albatrosses, albatrossi? Is there a plural for that? All of them I'm running into the same tier as everybody else in my party. The zombie's the only one that's not. Zombies at the same tier as my leader is, which really means I need something out of him if I'm gonna move somebody up. Now, of course, there's some other weirdness that's involved with that in terms of what family of monster... Oh, come on. What family of monster your character is in. And where that falls on this table. There's a big table of all of the monsters, and basically whenever you eat meat, there's a whole bunch of different calculations it does, and kind of slides you somewhere else on the table. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, depending on how that calculation pans out. And yeah, it can get a little hairy, but like I said, we really won't see stuff like that until later on. So, really, really hoping here. Really hoping here. Drop some meat for me, please. That's not really what I wanted you to do. Jeez, man. 22 damage. Alright. Let's see what happens. That's not good. That is good. That's not good. That's better. So I have two tier 2s right here that I can evolve into. So I can go Ratman here, or Or I can go Obake. Obake. You know what? I'm gonna actually do that, because that's actually a decent setup for something else that I remember from trying to do this before. So that's good. I could use some more zombie meat, however. And actually, if I got meat off of this, this would be really good too. Nope. You know, goblins were happy to give me meat before, and now they're not gonna. Yeesh. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, poison frog, that's a good one. That's really nice. I will take that. Alright, so now... excuse me. I really gotta find another zombie who's gonna give me some meat. Because what I'd really like to do... I'd really like to move that... like to move the move Caw onto Ratman, and then try to get Newt off of being a skeleton, because skeletons are bad, like really bad. Can you give me some meat, please? Nope. I mean, admittedly, having the poison frog is really good, and is going to be really helpful for the bandit chief that we have to go and knock off. Because at least it's into the next tier. Ratman would be good. It's a shame I can't get it. Alright. Can I get my skeleton? Can I get rid of a skeleton here? Yes, alright, well that's at least good. Yeah, and see, this is the other thing I'm talking about, is, you know, depending on where the meat is, the tier of the monster, what you are, and what it's, you know, where it lands on the table, you know, sometimes you go backwards. I think I already talked about that earlier with this. But, yeah, we're definitely getting rid of the skeleton. Yeah, zombie meat would be really good. Delicious zombie meat, please. Quickly just get all my skills back. Just a little concerned that if I try for the boss now, I'm gonna get clobbered. I really wish I could take that albatross to a rat man. That's why I want the meat. Except nobody is helping me right now. I got real lucky with that first one that gave me the poison, set me up for poison frog, but now I'm not getting really anywhere here. You know what? You'll just eat it. Alright, let's take a run at this. Won't open. Oh, I almost made it to the boss without getting in a fight. I really wish there were a way to, like, target different ones in there, considering, you know, I can one-shot one of them. Alright. Let's just double check. Full health. Alright, let's try it. I invited myself in. You got a problem? Hey, you're not supposed to be able to wield weapons. Alright. So you're a poison frog, just like me. Which means you're probably gonna poison everybody with this. Which is unfortunate because I don't know when that's gonna happen. So, we're just gonna take a run at it because it's, you know, I'm gonna take some hits from it, but it's kind of free damage. Yep. Everybody gets poisoned. So Newt doesn't get poisoned because he can't actually damage the thing. Great. Oh, jeez. Alright, now it's gonna be kind of a race to a finish so that Caw doesn't die. Alright. Alright. Waiting for attacks is fine because I can't get poisoned twice. Alright, good. And some meat. No. Ooh. Yes, please. Sweet. Man, just no mercy here. Yikes. Alright. Alright, everybody's in good shape. So let's just wander on back to the village. Wonder if that room is unlocked over here now. Indeed it is. What do we got in here? Strength up. Well, I can't use that. I can't use that. Can use that. Alright, so I got some, shot fodder. Excuse me. Alright, I think if he drops some meat, maybe I can do something with Newt now? Let's see. Definitely not. Definitely a drop in strength, but, huh. You know what? I'll take it. That's a step up, alright. Alright, that's a net positive. Now if I can find a way to kind of move off the gecko for Newt, then we'd be in better shape here. Oh, now you're just dropping meat all over the place. Kind of against my better judgment. Yeah, being a skeleton really, I don't think it's going to help much, but I really can't move you off of this line, it seems. So you know what? You're a skeleton now. Again, I think. I think you were a skeleton before. Alright, well, we did it. We killed the bandit chief and saved the village. Just like any cliche protagonist, hero-type person. I gotta tell you, we're in, well, 3/4 of us are in much better shape for it. Alright, I got some things to sell. Not bad. Let's take some potions in those slots. And let's talk to our beauty of the village. Birds! More birds! I can summon an infinite birds. Alright. That's enough of that. So we've saved the village. Immediately get into a fight. There we go. Well-timed attacks there to try to maximize the damage. Alright, so she was talking about rejecting some king's advances. I guess we're talking about maybe this guy over here? Man, nobody likes Donk for some reason. Everybody just keeps going after him. Alright, more zombie meat. Really nothing happens here. Okay. Definitely not devolving anybody down to a skeleton. I'll do that. Staircase over here. Was I supposed to go up here first and find out that, like, he was rejected or something? May claim a reward that I never knew existed in the first place? Okay. Whoop whoop. So I just ganked the king's armor. That's always good. Is there anything else in here? Nope. Just up that tower. And completely just nothing else over here. Okay. Alright, well, back to that. I'm gonna go back to that hero's village real quick. Because I imagine that I can put it on over there. And I know I didn't show this off. And apparently it's gonna keep me from getting there. I know I didn't show it off earlier. Kind of breezed past it. Didn't really talk about it. But there's a statue that was actually mentioned in the other village about having armor from the hero statue, which is right here. Yeah, statue is missing something. Can I use? So I'm assuming we have the armor on there now. We're clearly missing some other parts. But I'd say as far as a starting point goes, we're in pretty good shape right now. Now with 3 decent members and whatever the heck you want to refer to as whatever you want to call Donk here at this, or Newt at this point, I'd say we're in a pretty good stopping point. So join us next time, where hopefully we get a little bit luckier with dealing with these evolutions and getting all of my characters up into a good place, and not just 3 of them. And we'll set off and try to fix our statue here, because we got some other parts that we're going to need to find. So join us then, won't you?